Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are looking for a curly hair routine that's going to give your hair a lot of volume, then this is the video for you. We've still got some definition in there, but this is my curly hair routine for adding volume to your hair, and believe me, I don't have this on the regular. So I'm going to show you in 8 simple steps how you can actually manipulate your hair to have more volume on your wash day, and how to make the volume last as well, which is also very important. So the first step is to detangle. Now I have already detangled in the shower with conditioner in, so once I get out it's really easy to just take my tangle teaser and brush through my hair. I do this just so that I can apply the products really easily and that we've like got a lot of slip in the hair going on. The second step is to apply an argan oil. I always do this on every single wash day just because this genuinely is going to make your hair a lot healthier, and it's not going to give the appearance of your hair being healthy, it's actually going to help it to be healthy. So I'm just raking this through, making sure I get the lengths and the ends. Try not to put it on your root too much, and also try and pull your hair away from the root. This is the main focus of getting volume in your curly hair routines. You don't want your hair to be flat, you want to keep pulling it away from your root. The next step is to section off the top of your hair. You don't have to do this, but you do want to do it if you want to use the flip section method. And also I just find it easier applying my products this way. But we're going to apply a lightweight leave-in conditioner. This is the Blueberry Bliss curl cream, and I just get it off of Amazon. And this is so good for kind of getting rid of that trade-off that you often see in curly hair of volume versus definition. This is going to give you both by using a lightweight leave-in conditioner. I normally use, if I'm doing a routine for definition, I will go in with 2 leave-in conditioners, and one of them will be a lot heavier, a lot thicker, and that's really going to help with definition. But when I want volume, I just go in with one, and I just go in with one that's lightweight, because that's still going to give me the moisture and the definition that I need, but it's also going to make my hair more springy, more voluminous, and I'm going to be able to get volume at the root as well. Now, as I'm applying this, I'm raking it through, but I'm also pulling my hair away from the scalp. You don't want to smush it in and kind of like push your hair down at the root. You want to apply it as you would, but kind of drag it away from your root in the section that you're working on. And obviously you can see it more clearly in the video than me describing it. On to styling, we are using a brush and we're using the flip section method. So I'm first creating my own little section at the back. This is super easy and a great way to style the back of your hair. So I'm then just creating horizontal sections using the tangle teaser brush to comb the product through, and then I'm placing my finger on the edge of the brush to create some tension and pulling it through my hair. Now when I do this, I also do a little bounce, and this is going to really help to give volume at the root. As you can see, I'm doing just a little bounce. It's nothing dramatic, and this really creates that little lift at the root that you want to see even before you dry your hair. You want to see the volume when it's wet, and that is going to be a good indicator that you're going to have lots of volume throughout your hair. Onto the sides, I'm literally doing exactly the same thing, brushing the product through, popping my finger on the side and pulling against the hair, and you want this to be directly away from your root. Everything needs to go away from your root to get that volume. And I'm also doing a little bounce, and that's going to give that little lift at the root again. Now, this section brush styling method is really good for definition as well. So this is kind of another thing that's going to eliminate that trade-off of definition versus volume, because we are still getting the definition. Once I've done that, I'm doing a little scrunch just to make sure that the curls are kind of like activated, that we've got that volume going, and we're also going to just activate those curl clumps at the same time so that we still get the definition. And I'm doing this all throughout my hair. As you can see, that little bounce is just giving that root a little bit of a lift so it's not going to get stuck. We do focus on that a little bit later on, but you want to keep it in mind the whole way through your styling routine, and that is going to really give you the volume that you want, and it's going to make it last throughout your whole wash day, the whole week if you want it to. For the top of my hair, I'm using the flip section method, and this is going to give us so much volume. Honestly, just watch these clips. I'm surprised myself at how much volume I got. So I'm just taking the leave-in conditioner and applying this through the top of my hair. I do brush this through as well, just because I feel like at this point my hair's got a little bit dry. It needs that little help to be detangled before I do actually brush style. And then I take horizontal sections and just use the exact same method again, but we're lifting up and away from our scalp. So I'm brushing it through, popping my hand on the top, doing quite a few bounces at this bit, and just look at how much volume that root has got. Like, if I don't do this, I don't have that volume. Honestly, please give it a try. It is super, super easy, and this is so quick. Like, you're not spending ages on getting the volume in your hair. It can be easily done in any styling routine. Like, it's not adding any more extra time. It's literally taking away time, to be honest, because you're using a brush. Look at that volume. When I style the front, I use a slightly different method, and I twist the brush round. I'm still pulling it away from the scalp. Honestly, how many times have I said that? Pulling it away from the scalp. And then I'm giving a little scrunch and flipping it back. That's going to help with volume as well. And it's also going to kind of get rid of that middle part in. When I do a hair routine for volume, I don't really like to have my part in set down the middle. So I'm flipping it back just to kind of get rid of that so I can flip it to both sides. Step number 5 is to scrunch in a mousse. Now, I do this as well in my definition routine. I will link it in the iCards, but I do it slightly differently. So for volume, I'm flipping my head over so that my hair is again off of the root, and I'm just scrunching it upwards towards my scalp. I'm making sure that every single bit of strand is coated, and this way we're not going to lose the definition as well. By using a mousse instead of a gel, a mousse is a lot more lightweight, and it still gives us that curl cast that we want. So we're still going to be able to wear our hair for the whole week without losing the definition, without getting any frizz, but we're still getting the volume because a mousse is so much more lightweight. So I'm just scrunching this all in, and then I'm flipping my head back, and I'm scrunching again on both sides. So flipping my hair to one side and scrunching, and flipping it to the other and scrunching again. And what this is going to do is it's going to leave the hair off of the scalp again, so we're going to get that root volume, and it's also going to minimize having that split down the middle, that middle parting that we don't want. So this is what my hair looks like after styling, and you can already see at the root that there is a lot of volume, and this is what you want your hair to look like. You want to see the volume at the root before you even start to dry your hair. And a big thing, a big difference between my definition routine and my volume routine is that I blow dry or diffuse straight after. I do not let my hair air dry so that I don't get the hair like just being weighed down and it's not just sitting against my scalp. I'm going in with the blow dry straight away. And first what I do is I just hover the blow dry over my hair, and what this is going to do is it's going to create the curl cast without creating the frizz. So do not touch your hair until you can feel that cast on your hair, until your hair feels a little bit crunchy. So I'm just doing this for honestly quite a while. This probably takes me about 20 minutes in total, but please have the patience. You don't want the frizz and still want the volume without the frizz. So I'm just doing that on both sides, flipping my hair to both sides and just literally hovering the hairdryer over my hair. Once you can feel the curl cast, you want to start touching it but not scrunching yet. So I just take my hand and I'm holding my hair in place whilst keeping the blow dryer a little bit focused on my hair just to really dry those ends, otherwise it takes absolutely years. Once my hair is about, I'd say maybe 80% dry, I flip my head over just to make sure that the bottom at the back is dry as well, focusing on the roots first because these take the longest to dry. And then I slide my hand in and just give the roots a little bit of a shake. This is going to get the hair off the scalp before we start scrunching. So I'm then kind of creating my own little diffuser with my hand. I'm just cupping my hair, not scrunching it just yet, just because it's still not fully dry. And I'm just using the hairdryer and focusing on those sections. That's going to really create those really juicy curls. And then I'm kind of doing a little bit of a shake just to kind of get the volume in there again. And then I do go ahead and scrunch as well. What I like to do as well is kind of hold the hairdryer over my hair, wait till my hair's really hot, and then kind of hold the scrunch. And that's going to give the curl a really nice shape, and it's going to keep it in that shape. As you can see me doing here, I'm just putting the blow dry on it and then holding that scrunch. And this is what it looks like after I've blow dried. It's now time to scrunch out the crunch. Look at the volume that we've got. Honestly, I'm in shock myself. So I'm just taking the argan oil and I'm flipping my head over, kind of pulling my hair in a ponytail and just smoothing it over the ends. A little bit different to what I do in my definition routine as well. I'm then putting it into my roots, giving the roots a good shake, and this is going to really help with that root volume yet again, but we are also still getting the definition by using an argan oil. In comparison to my definition routine, I am also scrunching. I'm not just smoothing the oil down, I'm also scrunching my hair, and this is going to help with the volume, and I'm also shaking out the roots to help with the root volume as well. I'm then taking a wide tooth comb and I'm picking out the roots. Now, if you're scared of this causing frizz, please don't be. Obviously, with a routine for volume, you are going to get a little bit of frizz. It's just inevitable and it can't be helped. But if you just focus the wide tooth comb at the root, this is not going to cause frizz throughout your hair. It's just going to give you that volume. So I'm just doing this quite a few times all the way across my head of hair. And as you can see, the difference that this makes is insane. So now I'm just separating some of the curl clumps that are a little bit too thick just to, again, get more volume. And this is the finished look. This is what my hair looks like when I style my hair for volume. I hope that this video has showed you, in comparison to my definition routine, that you can actually do little different steps to create an entirely different look. My hair does not look like this when I style for definition. And look at the volume at the root. It's honestly insane. Like, I'm obsessed with this volume routine, and it's also going to last the whole week because we've still got the definition as well. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.